Namaskar, this is Nirja, and you are listening to Travel World Online. News highlights of the day. UNWTO Secretary General pitches for introduction of tourism as a subject in schools across the globe. Surge in bus traffic in Karnataka ahead of Dussehra. Bookings up by 35% compared to last year, redBus. Travel agents give thumbs up to Bali's new tourism tax. Secretary Tourism reviews preparedness for winter tourism activities at Gulmarg. Kerala Tourism to make use of digital tools to attract Sabarimala pilgrims to other tourist destinations. Celebrating culture and nature, Cherry Blossom Festival Curtain Raiser 2023. There is an urgent need to introduce tourism as a subject in schools and establish more tourism academies and universities across the globe, according to UNWTO Secretary General Dussehra. He made the comments at the Global Education Forum during the 25th General Assembly of the World Tourism Organization, UNWTO, that took place in Samarkand, Uzbekistan, which concluded last week. The Secretary General also said countries like India, which are expanding their tourism sector massively, need to invest in tourism academies and hospitality schools. Education is crucial for the future of the tourism industry, enabling sustainable development and inclusive growth. Students must learn tourism as a subject in schools just like geography, physics and mathematics. There is an urgent need. Uzbekistan has become the first country where kids in high school learn the subject, and it is a very big step. I hated many subjects like biology and those kind of things when I was a kid, but tourism will be acceptable and interesting for everyone. So our problem is to create as many educational centers as we can, in all regions worldwide, he said in his address. Countries are growing their tourism sector, establishing a lot of partnerships but not concrete schools where kids can come and learn about a lot of things. For example, India, the country needs at least maybe 100 schools. They are building 67 airports. Imagine at least 100 tourism schools can be easily opened, but we need people, we need professors, content and products to learn, he added. The UNWTO Secretary General said during an analysis they found that there aren't many dedicated tourism academies and not enough focus on teaching the subject. By recognizing the significance of investing in tourism education, the countries will drive sustainable growth and excellence in the industry. This education journey needs to take center stage, and we need to work on a roadmap for comprehensive and forward-thinking tourism education by providing a holistic approach that addresses the diverse needs of learners at different stages, from secondary to tertiary and executive education, crucial for meeting the evolving demands of the tourism industry. When we did the analysis, there are not many. Sometimes there are not even one or two strong business schools or educational entities that can offer education. If you think about your countries and take one of your countries, you will find that you will have one hospitality school to maybe one university. But you will find that there is no place where your kids can learn and study tourism. We also have a lack of professionals and a problem of training trainers and professors. We want to open 100 schools, but there are not enough professors. There is a lack, there is a need and demand for professors. We need to invest in tourism education. We need to invest in people who can create a competitive and strong tourism sector, tourism industry. We keep talking about investments, but I believe we can get thousands of hotels and thousands of restaurants and shopping centers. But everything needs people, and these people have to be prepared and trained well, he said. Delegations from 117 countries, including 70 ministerial-level representatives, came together for the meeting of the supreme organ of the UN Specialized Agency for Tourism for Development in Samarkand. The Global Education Forum highlighted the vital connection between education and tourism development. The forum also focused on the current state of education in the tourism sector, underlining the importance of investing in skill development and creating inclusive opportunities for all. With Dussehra around the corner, redBus, the world's largest online bus ticketing platform, has seen a surge in bookings in the overall Karnataka bus market. Ahead of the festival, there has been a significant 35% increase in ticket bookings, 14 days in advance, reflecting the growing demand for travel during this festive holiday season. This increase is calculated on the basis of information from industry databases and the redBus platform. As the holiday fervor grips the state capital, Gokarna, Madikeri, Hampi and Coorg are the top leisure destinations Bengalurians are heading for. Dharmasthala and Udupi are the top religious destinations favored by Bengalurians this season. Bangalore also serves as a significant outbound travel hub during Dussehra, with a staggering 1.2 lakh people expected to travel per day during the festive period. Bangalore accounts for more than 45% of the outbound traffic intrastate, with Mangaluru, Belgavi, Vijaypura and Hubli following. Apart from usual cities like Bangalore, some of the top cities from where interstate outbound traffic comes from include Udupi, Kalburagi and Ballari. Prakash Sangam, CEO of redBus, shared his perspective on the surge in travel bookings. The holiday period associated with Dussehra is an important travel occasion in Karnataka, and we are witnessing a marked preference among people for all kinds of travel leisure, homeward bound and religious travel. Improved road infrastructure and bus connectivity have contributed to the growing demand for bus travel as an option. The bus market in this region has recorded an impressive 35% growth in travel compared to last year. This trend is expected to continue as we approach the year-end, and we are excited for our users and partner bus operators as we enter the season of travel. Key insights for Karnataka. Top intra-states routes during Dussehra, in order: Bangalore-Mangaluru Bangalore, Bangalore-Belgavi Bangalore, Bangalore-Vijaypura Bangalore, Bangalore-Ballari Bangalore. Top interstates routes during Dussehra, in order: Bangalore-Chennai, Bangalore-Hyderabad, Bangalore-Coimbatore, Bangalore-Tirupati, Bangalore-Madurai. In early 2023, Bali will introduce a mandatory tourism tax for every international visitor who arrives on the island. The tax will be payable either before arrival or on arrival at Agasti Nagura Rai International Airport or at seaports. The legislative changes have been submitted, and now officials are getting stakeholders on board with the plan. As per a story that appeared in the Bali Sun, the chairman of the Indonesian Association of Tourism and Travel for Bali, Putu Wainastra, has told reporters that international travel agents have given their nod of approval for the new tourism tax. The levy will be formally informed on the 14th of February 2024 and will cost Idea 150,000. Wainastra told reporters, regarding the contribution of Idea 150,000, they, tourists and travel agents, are very supportive, in order to protect Bali's nature. Wainastra had recently attended the International and French Travel Market (IFTM) Top Resa event in Paris, where he discussed the introduction of the tourism tax with key stakeholders. He said, "It turns out we got a positive response. It just so happens that there are many partners there." He revealed that he and his teams will be working to promote Bali as the destination of choice for not only French tourists but Polish tourists too. According to Wainastra, tourists from Poland have a strong desire for tourism experiences that promote rural tourism and cultural experiences. Bali is also seeing a steep rise in the number of tourists from Italy. Tourists from France, Poland, and Italy are all eligible to apply for the 30-day visa on arrival. The visa costs Idea 500,000 and can be extended one time for an additional 30 days. The visa is available for passport holders from 97 countries and is one of the most accessible visa on arrival schemes anywhere in the world. Yet, as Vinastra said, the initial premise of the tourism tax was to better fund cultural and nature conservation on the island. During an emergency meeting to discuss the outbreak of wildfires and landfill fires in Bali, the acting governor stated that in the first instance, funds generated by the new tourism tax will be used to combat waste management issues on the island. The acting governor of Bali, Sang Maid Mahindra Jaya, announced on Wednesday that 50 to 70% of the first intake of tourism tax revenue will be spent on resolving the island's waste problem. The island's landfill sites were meant to be closed by the G20 summit held in November 2022. However, the TPA sites are still accepting over 200 tons of waste each, every single day. Now that fires are blazing at Suvang TPA in South Denpasar and Mandung TPA in Tabnan Regency, waste is being redirected to other TPA landfill sites across the island. Sites that are already nearing capacity and a fire risk during this current drought period. While many tourists do not feel too fused about paying an additional $10 contribution to the upkeep of the island, frequent visits to Bali have shared their frustrations that they should not be being asked to pay to help resolve an issue that they feel the provincial and central government should have adequately funded before now. Travel data shared this month by Indonesia's Minister for Tourism and Creative Economies, Sandiaga Uno, shows that the average tourist spends $1,500 during their vacation in Bali. Tourism leaders in Bali have been on a mission this year to attract higher spending, longer staying tourists. This, they have noted, can help stamp out badly behaved tourists from the island. Whether on board with it or not, the tourism tax will be introduced on the 14th of February and tourists will be required to pay the fee, in addition to their visa on arrival. Both will be payable online before arriving in Bali. It is likely the payments will need to be made onto separate websites since the visa on arrival fee is received by the Department of Immigration, and the tourism tax is a regional levy for the provincial government. J&K's Secretary, Tourism Department, Dr. Syed Abid Rashid Shah today chaired a meeting of all concerned departments to review preparedness for winter tourism and various other related activities at famous tourist resort Gulmarg. Deputy Commissioner Baramulla, Dr. Syed Sehrish Asgar, Managing Director, J&K Tourist Development Corporation, Ming Sherpa, Director Tourism Kashmir, Raza Yaqub Farooq, Chief Engineer PDD, Javed Yusuf Dar, Chief Engineer PW, R&B, Rafiq Ahmad Rafiq, Chief Engineer MED Kashmir besides other concerned officers were present in the meeting. Deputy Commissioner gave an overview of winter arrangements being finalized by the district administration for smooth conduct of winter tourism in Gulmarg. She informed about the snow clearance plan and road connectivity, drinking water supply, homologation of slopes, signage at the destination, snow safety, working of ski patrols and rescue teams, medical facilities being put in place at the destination. As per a story that appeared in the Daily Excelsior, while reviewing the winter preparedness of all departments including JKTDC, Gulmarg Development Authority and Cable Car Corporation, Youth Services and Sports, PDD, R&B, Jal Shakti and other concerned departments, Secretary Tourism stressed upon the officers to make sure adequate arrangements are in place during the event for convenience of tourists. Dr. Abid instructed the officers to conduct audit of basic amenities at Gulmarg and rectify gaps in advance. He asked them for holding meetings with hoteliers, pony wallas, transporters, private players and other concerned stakeholders regarding smooth conduct of winter tourism activities in Gulmarg. While stressing for exploring every possibility for promoting winter tourism at Gulmarg, Secretary asked the concerned officers to ensure smooth regulation of traffic movement in the territorial area of Gulmarg besides ensuring the parking facilities at Tangmarg. Dr. Abid directed the concerned officers to ensure uninterrupted water and power supply during the scheduled hours. He also directed the concerned officers to keep men and machinery ready to tackle any kind of exigency that may arise due to heavy snowfall. Further, Secretary also reviewed the status of facilities and services available at the local club and other outlets of the JKTDC. He directed for constant monitoring and innovation. He also reviewed the calendar of skiing courses, snow beats being run by the Youth Services Department and IISN, and directed close coordination between them and the Tourism Department for optimal results. Moreover, with regard to solid waste management, Secretary deliberated upon the Gulmarg Development Authority and municipality to come up with a plan focusing on garbage-free Gulmarg. Furthermore, Secretary sought coordinated approach of all the departments in creating new experiences at the winter destination so that tourists return back with joyful memories. Meanwhile, directions were also passed for establishment of a joint control room comprising all the concerned departments to monitor all arrangements during the winter season. Kerala is all set to tap the potential of the Sabarimala pilgrimage season by enticing at least a section of pilgrims to other popular tourist destinations in the state, including other famed pilgrim centers. As per a story published in The Hindu, the tourists will be given basic information on tourist locations and pilgrim centers in the state, especially those on the way to Sabarimala from different parts of the state, and the specialties there. Information, including local cuisine and a detailed list of accommodation facilities near each destination categorized as economical and premium, along with their amenities, ratings, and reviews would be provided to the pilgrims using virtual assistants, which would act as ultimate tour guides helping them make the right choices. Kerala Tourism has conceived a project titled Revamp Sabarimala Microsite and creation of virtual travel assistant and sanctioned 63.3 lakh rupees to create a virtual assistant which would be an e-brochure providing comprehensive information and guidance to pilgrims. A senior tourism department official told The Hindu that the main objective of the project was to extend the stay of an average Sabarimala pilgrim in the state from just a day to 2 or 3 days. This will benefit the tourism industry in a big way as close to 30 million people visit Sabarimala annually and the number has been steadily increasing over the years, with a growth of 10% in 2022 alone. Among the pilgrims, most visit only some of the famed temples such as the Guruvayur Sri Krishna Temple or Sri Padmanabhaswamy Temple in Thiruvananthapuram en route to Sabarimala. But the state has a host of historic pilgrim centers and popular tourist destinations. Attracting even a small fraction of these pilgrims to such centers would augur well for the industry, he said. The Department of Tourism, Government of Meghalaya celebrated the Cherry Blossom Festival Curtain Raiser 2023 in New Delhi. The Curtain Raiser event took place on 23rd October, marking the genesis of the illustrious Cherry Blossom Festival of Meghalaya, a celebration harmonizing the splendor of nature with the tapestry of cultural diversity. This eagerly anticipated occasion took place at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Jailen Stadium, in New Delhi. The lineup featured Kim Woojen from Korea, Rum and Monkeys and Symphonic Illusions from Shillong, Larger Than 90 and Rijune from Jowai. The 3-day Cherry Blossom Festival is slated to be held from 17th November 2023 at the RBDSA Sports Complex in Bhoirimbo, Meghalaya. The festival will feature global sensations such as Neo and Ronan Keating, alongside YouTube sensation Sanam and dynamic performers Jonas Blue and Pink Panda. Equally, the festival is a celebration of local talent, with artists like Meba Ophelia, Low Majav, Blue Temptation, and talented pool of performers from Shillong and the Northeast India, creating a unique blend of musical brilliance. The festival attracts tourists across the globe who visit Meghalaya to experience the beautiful atmosphere replete with the cherry blossom, along with a wide variety of entertainment avenues including cosplay competition, Miss and Mr. Cherry Blossom pageant, graffiti and karaoke contest, and many more. That's all in Bulletin. For the latest updates, keep listening to Travel World Online Radio with you always. Kabhi bhi, kahi bhi.